Hello, I'm Rachel Arenstein, AIC's editor, and this will be, I believe, although no promises, the final video in the series of short clips to train members of the Stash editorial committee how to add new articles to the site. In the previous videos, we discussed how to add a new solution to the page, and that was done with an article that had been submitted to us via email. So we had a text document and corresponding JPEG files in a folder already on our desktop. That's definitely the easier way to receive the information. However, we don't always know the people who are going to submit, and we wanted to make an easy way for people to send us information. And so we've created this online submission form. I'm going to click here just so you can take a look at what the submission form looks like. If you haven't already tried it, if you have an article to add to Stash, I'd encourage you to do so. We can always, change the form a little bit. I will say that the form is a little bit cumbersome to use from the editing, from sort of the back end when we're taking the information out. The good thing about it is that it does force people to ensure that they are submitting their entry in the right format, which does make our lives as editors a little bit easier. So you'll see it tells you which are the required fields. It tells people who are submitting how to format their information. The big bugaboo is that sometimes there's not enough room for people to select and add all of the captions if it's an image-heavy article. And that's where we ask people in the notes to the editor to sort of say something like that. So this is the submission form, and occasionally we do get new submissions out of the blue that come to us this way. And if you are assigned one of these, you need to know how to go in and grab that information. So let's go into our editing mode. Of course, I'm already signed in, which if you're just coming to the site, you need to do. So in this case, we don't actually need to edit the form, but it was just a quick way to jump to the back end of the site. Now, the forms are accessible, or information submitted in the forms is accessed by clicking on the Forms menu and in Forms. So you'll see here our article submission form, and we're going to go in, even though we're not going to edit the form, that's the way we get to our submission data. And we're going to click on this. So here it will start to become obvious why this system is a little bit cumbersome. It lays it all out in a table. And in order to sort of pull this out, I found the easiest thing is to spend some time copying and pasting this information into your notepad. So I've already done that for some of the sections here. You see I've opened the notepad on my computer, and the thing that's good about Notepad as opposed to a Word document is that it's a plain text format, so it strips out any of that sort of weird coding that may make your entry funky when you put it into the page builder. So I've already copied and pasted the title, the author information, and this is the purpose, the first caption, and the description. It just puts it in as running text. So, in order to do that, basically, you would just be copying the information from a single column and then pasting it in. And let's see, I can sort of show you how to do that in the next section. Since there's she only put in one image in that first section, so there's a lot of blank space. Okay, so here is her list of materials, and so we're going to copy that and paste it into the new line. Okay. So this is our materials information. Let's just copy a little bit more so we have it. And you see here, this is the header. In this format, in this table, the newest submission is going to be on top. So it should allow you to see, sort of what the header is. Okay, so this is our step-by-step construction. And I didn't want to capture this image along with it. So let's try that again. Okay, copy that. Let's paste that into our notepad. And she has an image here. And so we're also going, you have to essentially download the images to someplace that it will be easy for you to grab it from when we upload it into the article. So I'm going to, in this case, save the image into my image library. I already created a folder for it. And we will press save. Let's see, I think I may have forgotten to copy her first image as well. Let's go back and grab that. There we go. Let's save this image into our folder too. She's done a good job of naming them with the figure number, which is helpful. Okay, let's get back to where, here's our second image. So we're going to save this one. So you can see moving around is a little cumbersome, and we want to make sure that we capture our caption information also and put that into our notepad. I'm going to actually put all of that in the same place so it'll be easy to find when we need it. There's our figure 3. And let's save this image. And figure 4. Figure 5. In this case, actually, the author, Robin, did contact me to say that she had additional images that didn't fit in, and I had her email me those directly. Alright, figure 5. Sorry for that brief interruption. Okay, so we were here copying our caption from image 5. Oh. And let's get our 6th image here. We're almost done. And our 6th caption. And I believe this is our final section of text, which is in the adapted from just a reminder for myself. And then this is our keywords. I seem to have grabbed a little bit of extra text there. Actually, she used the note section correctly to sort of indicate that she had these extra images, and she already put in the caption information. So we're going to copy that. Terrific. Okay, so you can see how this definitely adds some time to the whole process of creating an article when you have to go in and do this. But now we are ready to go, and we can get out of our forms and go into Add New. So this is going to be very much like the previous video. We may not do the whole thing since you're already conversant, but let's give it a start. We have our title that we can just plunk in here, and we need to click on Page Builder, and again we're going to go into Load Layout. And it's article page layout version 2, which is what we want to load, which is going to put in our template for us already with our sidebar. And again, we have to repeat our text. And you'll see here we have the headings already formatted for you. And so we can put that in and click Save. I am going to click on Save Draft so that I don't lose my work if I lose my focus. Okay, in our second block, you'll see we have already formatted our purpose header, and we are going to copy that information and put it in here. Okay, terrific. And now we'll press Save. And here is where we will paste in our author information. Okay, let's clean up the formatting here. We do Shift Enter, which gives us the line break without the extra space. I think we're going to delete Robin's phone number here. And we have a second author. Oh, you can see I pressed Enter there instead of Shift Enter. And let's see. I believe it was Robin who has, we'll say, photo credits. Robin Johnson, and we'll get rid of this header and put in 2015. Click Save. And so we don't lose our work, we'll do our Save Draft. Okay, now to add the body of our text. You see we have our headers already in here, which should make it easy for us to plunk things in. And Using some extra spacing. Okay, so this is one of those situations where the form makes things a little bit more difficult. We have probably to figure out cotton broadcloth. Sort of have to figure out where the line breaks would be here. So creping ribbon, cotton thread, surface paste, and scissors, straight edge, tape measure, chalk, and that's it. Now, we don't need to do the shift enter here because we're going to put this in as a bulleted list, and that's automatically going to get rid of that excess spacing in between. Okay, now we have our nice bulleted list. We'll get rid of some excess spacing there. And put in our construction. Okay, once again, a little bit of thought. In this case, I'm not going to use the bulleted list because sometimes it's just more trouble than it's worth. As you could see, I was struggling with it a little bit in our previous video, and especially when we have these nested like 2A, as you see here. We have it doesn't really allow for that level of formatting. So we're just going to use the sort of bulleting or numbered list as it was put in, and then we'll play with the indentation. So DEF, H, where did G go for us? There it is. And we're looking for I here. We've got K. Working our way back. J. And here's I. Grab M. Where that M go? So it's interesting. We have this 1, 2. Well, I don't see any real problem with that format. And I'm going to copy all of this and go up to our WYSIWYG editor here and put that in as an indent. You'll see we've got 1, 2, and all of this is slightly indented here. Okay, we don't have any comments for her article, so we can get rid of that header. Oops. Lost my indent. Go back up and pop that in. And I believe we do have the adapted from. You might want to edit the text here, but we can do that later. And Lisa will explain more to you in other discussions about what we're looking for in terms of your editing of the text beyond the actual formatting that I'm discussing here. Literature cited, she does not have, but we do have keywords, and we'll have to add that to the template. That actually goes in here. And keywords is actually a level 3 header. And heading 3. Okay. Let's see. Again, if you don't have the line break in there, it grabs everything after that. We want to make the actual text just normal text. Did we get that right now? Terrific. And we can capitalize keywords. Okay, let's do save. And we'll do save our draft. And now we have to add our images in. Before I showed you how to add the images, bring the screen back, into the WordPress Central Media Library and adding them all in one go. Here, let's just do it sort of one by one, assuming that Robin indicated in her text where the images go. So let's see, I wasn't reading carefully as we did that. Okay, so she does have figure 2. Let's see, I'm missing figure 1. Figure 3. Okay, well, I have to figure out where figure 1 is placed, but let's go in and add our figure 2. We're going to go up to Add Media. And in this case, it's not already entered into our media library, so we're going to upload the file as we go. And in this case, I'm going to select my file from my pictures. And we want figure 2. As you see up here on the right, we're getting our upload in progress. Terrific. Okay. So this is the title, and it has the author's name and figure number. In this case, we will then copy this information into our caption. And we're going to put it in as a large and center, and then we can play with that once it's there. Okay, as you can see, it's going to be mighty big, so let's click on that. And let's, I think I was happy in our last article with that sort of 500 size. You can always play around with it a little bit. And let's say okay, so we've got figure 2 in. Here is our figure 3. I'm going to go through the same process. Add media, upload file, select our file. It's a little smarter, already goes back to the folder. This will let me add the caption information while it's still uploading. Perfect. As you can see, it remembers our preference. our centered image, but we're going to have to go back in and resize it to our custom size. Terrific. Okay, I'm not going to continue to do this and have you follow along with me. What I'm going to do is just sort of do a reminder on the rest of the process. Assuming that we are all done, we're going to save our draft again. Let's hit preview just to sort of take a look. Okay. That information looks good. At the top, that's where our first figure goes up. We're going to do what we did with the last article, where we're not going to insert figure 1 into that middle block of the page builder. We're going to put it into the top of the third block above description. So here are our images. Again, if we click on this image, it'll bring us up to an image with it full screen size. Somehow this did not get our caption information. So let's just quickly go back in. It's there in figure 2. Somehow it's not there in figure 3. Let's just sort of see if we can troubleshoot that. Maybe it did not seem to like that I put it in before it had finished uploading the image. That's the lesson we learned from that. There we go. Okay. So while I haven't actually finished uploading it, just for the purposes of this video, we're going to say that we're done and we're ready to publish. Let's just take a look to view our page. Okay, here we go. Now, again, we don't want this coming up in our left-hand menu. So we have to remember to go back in, and when we add our links, also add it to the exclusion list. And I haven't given it a parent page. So let's sort of figure out where we need to put this. Not a room or structure. This is sort of a amateur here. Let's see. I think we're going to put it under hangers for now. Or it's not really a mannequin. It's not really a hanger. It's sort of in between. Again, we can add it to more than one menu. Let's just put it on mannequin because we don't have anything in there for now, just for kicks. And we're going to say update. Okay, but we are going to get our short link, which tells us that this article is 2529. I'm going to say OK. And we are going to go to our widgets and our solutions. And we need to add this to the very end. Comma, add, oops, and that added our entire link, which we don't need. Save. And remember, if this sidebar list ever got corrupted, it would be a bummer. And that's why we also have a backup in our list. And we're going to put that into the exclude page list. Click on edit. Okay. Click update for our note. And now, why don't we go to our pages and add our link. Let's come to our home page. Edit here. Okay. Oh, we did that again. Don't know why this bulleted list tends to be a little funky. Let's see, we can always add it as the next one. Okay, we are going to I'm going to do this as a shortcut, and we want to do a padded insert. Again, it puts in the URL automatically since we've selected it from this list. We don't need it to open a new window since it's within the site. We're going to add that. Oh, so we didn't. I'm having a little trouble formatting this, but that's okay. We'll get it eventually. There we go. That should do it. Okay, padded insert for pre-Columbian tunic. I'm going to hit save. So we've added our article. We've excluded it from the sidebar menu, but we've given it a parent so that it should show up in the right place. And we've added it to our home page. The final step would be to add it to the mannequins page. So let's make sure I hit update here. And let's find our mannequin page to add it there. In a sense, it's a custom support. It's a sort of a cross between, it's not really a mannequin, not really a hanger, but for the purposes of our video, this is okay. Add. Let's give this a header. And this is our link. We also have add in him, me. Let's just double check that I spelled that correctly. Yes, correct. Okay. And go ahead and add a link here. I'm not sure if I have a comma there or not. Let's just quickly check one of our other pages. In our solution section. I just opened a new window. So I can check how we formatted that. Yes, we do have the comma between the author and the title. Excellent. Okay, let's hit save here, update, and that completes our video of creating a new article from the submission form. After this is done, I'll go back and complete the submission. But again, if you have any questions about formatting your articles that you are assigned, please don't hesitate to contact me or Lisa Goldberg. And we thank you for all the help that you're providing as a member of the editorial board. Thank you so much.